All right, guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on notifications, and we're gonna be talking about Boise, Idaho. More specifically, 5 things you need to know before moving to Boise. So what we're gonna be talking about today is gonna be around cost of living. It's gonna be talking about some of the secrets that a local knows and some things that just may matter to you and your family, or if you're just an individual, it may affect you as well. So with that being said, make sure you guys stay tuned, especially for the last one. Let's dive into it. All right, guys, I'm your host, Naseem Eissa, and I am super excited to be talking about it, especially from such a beautiful area today. We are in downtown Boise. As you can see behind me, they have the beautiful big screen. This is actually called Jump, so it's a little area in Boise downtown, but we're not gonna dive into that because right now we're focused on what 5 things you need to know before making that decision as far as moving here. So if you're watching this, you're probably already thinking, Boise, Idaho is one of those spots you may be relocating, whether it's due to occupation, whether it's due to what you've heard about the outdoor recreation and all the amazing things that Boise has to offer. So what we're gonna dive into immediately is going to be the cost of living. Now, when we're talking about metro cities and you're comparing it from Boise to Seattle to Denver, or whatever cities you may be comparing Boise against, Boise is gonna be typically in the cheaper cost of living, right? So the first thing we're talking about, cost of living in Boise, Idaho is a lot cheaper than some of those bigger metro areas. So when we're looking at it from a Boise to versus Denver, Colorado, it's 24% cheaper to live in Boise. And when you're looking at statistics like that, it just makes a lot of sense because, as you know, the lower the cost of living, the higher the quality of life can be for you, because it just means that your money can go a lot further. The things that you like to do are not out of reach, and you don't have to scrunch pennies and nickels and dimes together to make sure to be able to enjoy life still. So with that being said, Denver's at a 24%, and then just to throw up another one, Seattle is actually 27% more expensive to live as far as cost of living. So those are just some of the factors as far as Boise, Idaho versus other metro areas. One of the next things you should know is Boise, Idaho is a huge attraction as far as the outdoor recreation side of things. So when it comes to outdoor recreation, you have almost anything and everything that you can think of. And if it's not here, it is conveniently located around some of the most beautiful areas anyway. So you can pretty much do anything and everything. And I always joke around with people. I always tell them, hey, if you guys can think of something that you can't do in Boise, Idaho, or in the surrounding areas, outdoor rec-wise, please let me know, because you can jump off planes, you can go enjoy paddle boarding at the Boise River, you can go hike up in the foothills or up Table Rock, which Table Rock is probably one of the best areas to go, especially if you're a hiker, if you want to go check out just the overlook of the city is just absolutely beautiful. Some of the other things you can do is go biking, longboarding. Some people just love walking around downtown, whether it's daytime or if you enjoy the nightlife, you can also do that at night and just enjoy everyone making foolish decisions or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, as far as outdoor recreation, there's just no real limit. During the summertime, you have all the water activities you can do, whether you're into jet skiing, fishing, boating, whatever that looks like for you during the warmer weather. And then during the winter weather, you can go up to Bogus Basin or Soldier Mountain, or even go take a couple of tours around outside cities and check out some of those mountains as well. You can go snowboarding or skiing, or maybe you're into hunting, which is a huge thing here. And there's just so much that we could talk about that truthfully I couldn't go over every single item on that checklist. But with that being said, it's just absolutely amazing what Boise has to offer in the outdoor recreation world. Now, before we dive into the next thing, I do want to make sure that I put out there real quick, I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Idaho, and I would love to help you guys with your home buying needs as much as I love making these videos for you guys. So with that being said, you're going to see my phone number popping up, you're going to see my email popping up. Those are directly connected to me personally. I am the one that answers all calls, text messages, and emails. Don't hesitate to reach out. And with that being said, let's dive back into the content. All right, guys, so the next thing we're going to talk about, which is very important for many people and for most people to survive, is going to be the constantly growing job market. Now, this is amazing because for those of you that may be in tech, for those of you that may be in manufacturing, and for those of you that may even be in the health and hospitality side of things, Boise, Idaho is just going to make a lot of sense, because those are actually the top 3 job markets as far as people relocating this way. There's the highest need, especially with companies like Micron expanding out here. You have Meta, which is also formerly known as Facebook, also expanding here. You have a bunch of just different areas as far as the technical side of things and beyond that are just growing towards Boise and even the surrounding areas. So if you're in any of those career fields, Boise may make the most sense for you job-wise, and with that benefit, you obviously have the other things that we discussed as far as cost of living, outdoor recreation for your off time, and now the job market that continues to expand. And I do want to add in there, if you're an entrepreneur, or maybe you're someone that likes to have side hustles or start businesses, or even just looking to grow your business somewhere that may not be as diversified, or just need something that is different, Boise, Idaho is a great area because they love to support local businesses. They love to go, and they are very tax friendly. There's just a lot of things that they do as far as the business side of things to help you grow and be able to develop within the community. So that's always a huge plus for those of you that are looking to expand or grow your business in a new area. Now, the next thing that you need to know, that the cultural and social scene in Boise, Idaho is absolutely off the charts. It's very vibrant. People here are very well known for their friendliness, and just, man, it's just kind of weird because I always joke around and I'm like, man, people always say excuse me here, people always say thank you, people will open doors for you. It kind of catches you off guard, but not only is it nice that you have nice people, they're always throwing constant events. They're always trying to do things to get people together in communities. And if you do have a community, or if you do have certain hobbies and interests that you're really into, there's always different types of groups you can find. I always tell people the craziest thing that I've ever seen is that there's a wiener dog group that my girlfriend actually went and participated in a weenie meetup. I'm talking about 50 to 80 wiener dogs running around and just having a good time with their owners, just watching them. And it's just crazy to see how many different things and different communities there are within such a small city. But with that being said, it's just a very common thing to get out, go do the thing as far as hanging out with friends and going to have a good time, whether it's enjoying wiener dog meetups or if it's snow and ski down Bogus Basin. So there's just so much that it offers as far as the social side of things, to include the nightlife and around national events such as 4th of July or Christmas and Thanksgiving. There's just always something going on that you could be a part of. All right, guys, now it wouldn't be fair if I didn't bring up the education side of things, because as you guys know, Boise is known for Boise State University. Everyone's wearing the hoodies, everyone's wearing the hats, everyone's wearing the gear. You're gonna see it all over the place. It doesn't matter how far away you get from Boise. If you're in Idaho, you're gonna see some Boise State gear on people. Now, when it comes to education for younger adults, there's also a lot of different avenues that you can make sure that they attend that aligns with your personal morals and what you believe in. So with that being said, there's a lot of Christian schools, there's a lot of charter schools. There's actually a medical charter school in the Boise and surrounding areas. Now, Boise is also attached to one of the top ranked districts when it comes to mathematics and English language arts. The West Ada County School District is ranked #1 as far as test scores for both those subject matters. And to include, there's just so many different avenues as far as schooling, right? It's not just public schools. You have public schools, Christian schools, whatever schools that you could potentially think of that you would have in a larger city, they are also here in Boise as well and the surrounding areas. So now, whether you're an adult looking to continue your college education, or you're someone that has a child that you're worried about what schooling and what athletic programs they're going to be participating in, you can do all the research you need, and there are links out there for that specifically. If you are hyper focused on whether it be sports or education, you can typically find very good, reputable schools in the area. Now, with that being said, those are the 5 things that we're going to be discussing today. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. And before I let you guys go, I do want to reiterate real quick that I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Idaho. Once again, you're going to see my phone number and my work email pop up on the screen, and I do answer all those personally. No one else is going to be answering those calls, text messages, or emails. So make sure you reach out to me if you need some help relocating or purchasing a home in the area. And if you didn't already subscribe to the best YouTube channel, you better press that subscribe button, and you better turn on notifications so you don't miss any amazing videos just like this. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you on the next one.